Good evening, ladies. How are you all? It is so good to see you again. I feel like I'm seeing you all so much over this week. So today we have another one of my amazing clients, Lisa. And I think many of you are going to resonate with Lisa's story because it's more our typical story of, if you feel a little bit unsure and you're not sure what you're able to create. And Lisa has a beautiful way about her, and I will let Lisa share her amazing results. But before we get into that, Lisa, will you introduce yourself?
Okay, hi everybody. I am Lisa and I am from Mayo and I'm a mom of three. I have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old and an almost 2-year-old, so it's really busy. So I'm a holistic therapist. I do Reiki, Indian head massage, I do aroma touch and Doterra oils. I'm currently studying reflexology now as well. So that's me.
Which is pretty cool. So Lisa started with me. Lisa did a masterclass in January of this year. And I became a client then. So Lisa, would you maybe explain where you were in terms of your business at that point, and what made you sign up?
So I suppose, God, it's gone so fast. So last January, I was nowhere really, I suppose. I wasn't long finished my Reiki and I was just had no confidence really to do it on, like, fine with kind of family and friends, but when it came to like the public, I wouldn't have any confidence doing it there with anyone like that. So I wasn't really anywhere, and then I started I did the I think it was 5 days, was it, the masterclass, and I was like, God, this is really good. And it was over then, and then I had my call with you, and I was like, oh, unsure, what do I do? I'd be very like overthinking things instead of just going for it. So anyways, I was supposed to start my reflexology say last year, but instead I parked that to the side at that time because I wanted to get the tools and everything from you before I went and did another course, and just did another course for what, like, not to have confidence then to do it on anyone, I suppose. So anyway, so I went and I started the coaching with yourself then, but that was February.
February, it was February. And Lisa actually spoke to another client of mine before she started too, because you had money blocks, didn't you? Like, you were like, where the hell am I going to get this money from?
Absolutely, yeah. So I got in touch with one of your other clients, Nullig, and she said, absolutely life-changing. She said, go for it. So I said, I will. And I worry about the money after. And I'm getting by fine. So I think it all just fell into place at the right time.
Your confidence totally changed though, didn't it? Because you did your first live actually during our masterclass.
Oh God, yeah. I think I lost a bit of sleep that night thinking about it. I did, and only for like, you were like, this is what you have to do, and I was like, oh my God. I actually got really close to contacting you and like, I'm not doing it. But anyways, look, I did it. I don't know how long it was. Was it 30 seconds, 40? I don't know. It felt like a lifetime, but I did it, and it was fine. I got over that fear of like, oh God, people up the road look at her, who does she think she is, or whatever. But no, it was absolutely fine. And I don't do them every day. I suppose life is just busy with the kids and that, but I do what I can with it. And it was fine. I got over that fear, and I did do a good few then after that. It was fine without having been told to them.
But that changed dramatically though for you, like, and even how you showed up, like between doing reels on Instagram and like being way more visible on social media, like it was a huge transformation for you.
Yeah, because I had set up my page and I was like, oh, it was kind of just like a pastime, I suppose. It was just like, oh, where it goes. And I got loads of I would interact with people a lot through there, like for like orders with oils and things like that, and even some like bookings. And it was massive change. And like, I got loads of followers that like, I'm at 890, which is great for me. Like, it's good.
So I guarantee you there's a good few of you out there, they're going to relate to Lisa, and even how she talks, right? Which is like to downplay the success. And part of the reason why I want you to see Lisa as well is you know, everybody's personality style is different, and you don't have to be a particular personality to see success. And what success looks like for you will be very different to somebody else. And when you work in alignment with yourself and what you want, you will create it. Lisa, will you share a little bit about the results that you've had though over the 9 months? Because like you've had some really cool things happen.
Yeah, so I suppose in the beginning I set up an online booking, just simple little things like that, online booking with Calendly. You advised me to do that, and setting up the Stripe for payments, like even just taking deposits, little things like that I would never have done that before. I suppose with the booking online, it's just great. I can put in what I'm available, work around the kids, and I get clients through that. I started then doing online meditations. I did a few of them, which was quite nerve-wracking, the first one, but you know, it's fine. It was fine. And I went then and did like a little talk about the Doterra oils to a women's group in one of the local towns. I would never ever done anything like that ever. And now come January, I'm going to be taking it out of my home, and I'm going to be working from an established business with working within the business. The lady, she's a counsellor, so it's brilliant. And I actually, since I spoke to you last, I was down in another town in Ballina, there the last day with another woman. She actually happens to be a counsellor as well, and she said it'd be great. It's her own building as well, and she has rooms and she rents them on an hourly basis, so which suits me down to the ground. So hopefully in January even I'll go there as well. So she said it'd be great to have complementary therapies alongside her counselling for people.
Amazing. Congratulations.
So yeah, excited.
You should be. Like, it's incredible. And like, you're building the business that's going to support like you and your family, and that you're able to work it around the kiddies. Because as Lisa said, her kiddies are really, really small. So like, even before we came on, they were like knocking on the door. She said she's behind 2 doors to be able to do this. So like, it's so important to know that like, no matter what stage of your life you're at, and whatever business you have, you can make it to be your own, and defining success is kind of whatever it looks like for you. But Lisa, what would be your biggest takeaway from being in Takeoff?
Just the support as well from yourself, knowing that it's possible to do these things, and the support from the girls as well. Like you get friendly as well with each other, which is nice. But yeah, but definitely the support and that confidence for me was a big thing. And the money, I would have, even I'm still working on that money kind of mindset, money blocks, but getting there. And just like, for example, now come January, going to this space, I'm like, even now I'm kind of like, oh my God, is this, but I'm like, no, I park my inner voice to the side and just be like, no, I have to do this, or else I feel like if I just keep it from my home, for me, it's just, I'm not getting what I want from it. So definitely the push that I needed, to do it. Yeah.
The last time I talked to Lisa, we were talking about how she was going to promote the whole getting it out there for the new premises, and I had this big scheme, and she's like, So I will be doing a live from there, by the way, to go, Lisa's thing.
Yeah, I actually have. I just randomly put a date in on my booking system, and I have 3 appointments now for the place in Claremorris for January. So it's great.
It is bloody brilliant. And it's not random, like that's committed action. When you declare something, take an action, you will absolutely call things in. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. This is so exciting. Okay, last question then. So anyone who's sitting on the fence, or anyone, like a typical response that people have is, I can't afford this. What would you say?
I was so like that. I was paying back my car loan, and I started my reflex, like I'm still paying you back monthly, and I started my car loan's finished, that's fine, and still paying you back, but I started my reflexology as well, and I have to pay that monthly. I think the money it just seems to come. I don't know, it's there. You just get by, and it's really, I would just say go for it, because it'll just give you that boost, absolutely, and all the support and the coaching. I think if you want to go somewhere and start a business, even for self-development as well, it's really good. Yeah, it's good for, like, you know, you get different blocks, different people have different traumas, different attachments, and you kind of work through all that as well. So yeah, it's great, even for just self-development for yourself. Yeah, just do it. It's brilliant. And the money, don't worry about that. It'll be fine.
Isn't it funny? It always comes, like, there's not one person that hasn't said the same thing.
It does. And like, that was it. As I said, I'm still a money thing is still a big thing for me, but look, it's there. I don't know how, but it's there.
And here's a funny story. So I know I shared with all of you guys how I came to have my money for my first ever coach, how the check arrived in the post. Funny story with Lisa. So when Lisa was hemming and hawing about joining and was on the phone to Nullig, I did a prize similar to what Patricia won this evening, which was money off the program, and Lisa won it. And she was like, "That's what."
Yeah, that was, because even when you did that prize, I was kind of still on the fence at that stage. I was like, "That's a sign. It's a sure sign." Yeah, I was like, "That's it. I'm sold."
Yeah. That was it. And now look at what you now in January you're going to have a premises, and you already have bookings for it.
Yeah, within that 12 months. Yeah,
Lisa, it's pretty cool.
wow.
I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
No, definitely. I highly recommend, like, the money, don't worry about it if you come. And there was oftentimes throughout it, like, where I'd be on phone, on video, on our calls, and I'd be so upset, worrying about money, but it was just all, I don't know, it's just a block.
Your blocks, yeah.
Yeah. So but here I am.
You're doing amazing. Honestly, I'm so happy for you. Well, congratulations and thanks a million for this. So ladies, take off, the link is there for you to be able to book the call. The bonuses that are there are for today only. So make sure that you get your call booked in, and I will see you all later.